Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's Funday Monday. We're having a blast, and we learned so much in the break. Bert9, a wonderful subscriber of Day 9 TV, informed me that you can wreak all sorts of things like vengeance and destruction. Wonderful to know. Word is still out on whether you can wreak potatoes. However, potatoes is spelled with an E at the end. But you're wondering, what are these air quotes doing there? Well, Bert9 informed me that spelling is kind of a new thing. Variations in spelling were totally acceptable in Middle English. And then Incognitus, the mod, told me that it's the plural of potato is actually patati with an I. Just like with Nexus, it's nexi, but for potato it's patati. So there we go. You can patati. Oh, you can reap potatoes, but not reek them. Thank you, Ensign Lee. Great, this is why we have a live chat. Let me also note that if any of you are subscribers to Day 9 TV, you should have received a code to close from Jinx. So you will get 30% off a purchase of $30 or more. And you can get nerd clothing. I actually have a... Like this centipede shirt. Oh, I use a green screen. But look, it's a centipede shirt. You just have to believe me. So you can get this from the Jinx store. 30% off. Purchase of $30 or more. It's a really high quality shirt. I can't breathe! Oh my god, shirts were not meant to have oxygen pulled in and out of them regularly. Let's hop back into the game and check it out. There we go. So we see Dark Templar attacking a high priority target. Whew, oh my god. Picking off D-Templi. But that's fine. If at first you don't succeed, Dark Templar, again the motto of Zontan as well as every other Protoss player who builds DTs. There they go, going right on in. And of course, the 10-minute mark is when Zontan needs to plant down that expand. And you know he's going to, man. Taking him out. Oh, look at that. Right on time. 10-minute mark, just as is desired in Funday Monday. Going left, going right. Making SCVs cry at night. Mommy, check under the bed for a Dark Templar. Honey, if there were a Dark Templar under your bed, I wouldn't be able to see it. Sleep well. Oh my god. Dark Templar takes out the reactor. Taking out more and more units lost tab. We see that Dark Templar don't really pay for themselves by that much of a margin, but it's very easy to deceive yourself into thinking that it totally does do that. The good old double engineering bay build out of one of them strategy from, well, it's the strategy from Pat Phoenix, who's been strategizing vigorously this whole time while under a lot of tension. I mean, variations in strategy tend to happen when you are under that sort of pressure. First you don't succeed, DT again, but he's supply blocked, so no big deal, just building that good old line of pylons, getting some gas geysers up. I'm going to speed this game up a little bit, because I think that at this point in time we've started to establish the personalities of Zontan and Patrick, who looks like he's going for a Raven, a rather unusual choice. But of course, if you had this many DTs swinging in your back door, you would totally make the necessary preparations. More scans going down, seeing that in fact DTs have utility beyond being DTs. And the photon cannons. A warp prism. Oops, a warp prism to extend that utility. Here's Charlie, the scouting factory, who's just like, look, there's a base, alright, can I go home? Look, I need to go home! Well, this is what we're going to do, Factory. We're going to have you burn down in the only place where when your bits fall, they'll just be ejected into outer space. Now, there's a bunch of other things going on right now, but the important thing is this factory. This poor, sad little factory. Some zealots going by, and the factory's like, hey guys, if you wanted to come help me, I'm burning down. And into outer space they go. Well, poor factory. More DTs get morphed in. Now, as we know, If you morph in one Dark Templar, you're hoping to exploit the fact that your opponent doesn't have detection. If you morph in 5 Dark Templar, you're saying, fuck, I hope he doesn't have detection. Oh my god, if he has detection, I am so screwed. So we sort of amortize that risk by getting a ton of them. So, cool, hoping worked. Attacking the front didn't work. Poor Archon marked for death. Everything's dying. And dying fast it is. Now, if you're Patrick, very often, well, you know, high to base, why not? Money got high. Gotta be clever at some point. Thus begins what could be a potentially devastating situation for both players. 20-minute mark. Zontan has to expand. Man. Another base going down by Pat Phoenix. Why rebuild your main base? A safe, secure location when you could build it close to the enemy, but where he'll least expect it. Now this army versus that army will not happen. I think these Marines even saw some of that. But Zontan gives us a useful lesson in positioning when you're like, what's that doing there? And suddenly, a base race begins. The base race intensity between Patrick and Zontan. Now, in a base race scenario, we close production and we open up the units tab. 12 workers versus 57. Get out of there, probes. Get out of there, probes. Mothership core. Nope, I'm not turning nothing into a cannon, man. I'm following that army, man. I'll slow stuff down, sure. I am not going to stay at home and try to turn a building into a weapon? What? What do I look like, the Green Lantern? Come on, man. Zontan, making sure everything floats to their death. Floating to death. Sitting here to death. Speaking of death, there's a lot of probes that are just sort of... base racing is really hard when you have nothing to rebuild that base. And it looks like 7 probes left? Alright, Planetary Fortress versus all this stuff. Planetary Fortress is doing a very good job and will continue to do a very good job. Alright, there's 6 probes left. There's 1, there's 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know where the other one is. I don't know. Oh god. Everyone's being revealed. This is a very revealing moment. And... Oh, 3, 2... Oh god. 1, where is he? I found him! I found him! Everything's gonna be fine. Alright, rebuilding up. Could rebuild a Nexus. Charging ahead, 7-kill Planetary Fortress. Rapidly gonna be a 0 life Planetary Fortress. Killing everything off. Pat Phoenix taking a break. Just needs to relax. Okay, now Pat Phoenix getting back into action. He was seriously winded after that engagement. And there's Patrick. Now, bear in mind, his opponent is being revealed, so he knows that there's a pylon there and a pylon there. And one there, and one here. But just in case, there it is. Wow. Pat Phoenix might need a cigarette after this one. Wow. That was a serious... I mean, if he wins this game, that is going to be a serious release of tension, if you know what I mean. He is going to be... Wow. I wonder how many of those there are in StarCraft. Okay, and there it is. Building the supply depot and the command center on diametrically opposite sides of the map and nowhere near this Marine Marauder army. I don't know if you've ever played Ring Around the Rosie, but it looks kind of like this, except for no guns. Yes, Doubted Carrot says it correctly. He's got to be careful because he doesn't want to blow it early. Oh, Patrick Venus. Alright, he's expanding behind. Alright. And... No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I just want to... Did you... Okay. You have to expand every 10 minutes as Funday Monday. Will Zontan bend the rules? No. No, at the 30-minute mark, he's like... Yeah, Day 9 told me to expand at the 30-minute mark. So look at that. Get started right on time. You see that? Wasn't that great? Well, it's Funday Monday, so I figured I was supposed to expand, so I expanded. Why did I not do that? It is a base race, but I'm on low econ. That's what Funday Monday was called, wasn't it? You classy ass man. This is the guy who would still deliver his take-home test on time in the event of an apocalypse. I wanted to be honorable. In case society came back, I could get an A. You get an A, Zontan. My man. Oh my gosh. Now, while Zontan is building his nexus, Patrick Venus has a little bit of structure erection to do himself up in that top left side. Alright, Ring Around the Rosie continues. Oh, what a burn from Starscree. Starscree says, too bad GPA doesn't matter after graduating. That is so true. If you're really concerned about your GPA, stop. Just get a degree. And if you are ever in a job interview and you're like, I graduated with honors, they are just not going to hire you for being a douchebag, okay? Just get done with it. Getting a degree is all that matters. That's all that matters, man. I don't know if anyone's asked me for my GPA, and if they did, I wouldn't know it. In fact, in grad school, I never checked my grades. I don't know if I did amazingly or poorly in any class. I literally never checked them. I have no idea. Maybe I got like all D minuses and passed by the skin of my teeth. And I don't know. Didn't check. Doesn't matter. Are you going to ask me? Well, now that I've told you that you could ask me, you're probably going to, but I don't know. I'm not going to look it up now. I don't even know how to get into the system. It's locked behind some super private security setup, whatever. Well, the cryptographic nerds. It's just, you need to log in, is what I'm saying. I don't know my login credentials, so I can't get in there, and neither can anyone else. Oh, man. Yep, stress management by Day 9. If you never know how horrible things are, you'll never feel horrible. Wow. This is why I suspend myself in one of those sensory tanks that deprives you of absolutely all feeling. So that way I can, start feeling nice. Alright, Ring Around the Rosie action going down. Getting those pylons up there. Getting these pylons up there. Nice. Uh-oh. Here's the one SCV for Patrick. The one probe for... Oh my god. Oh my god, he has some QW supply block. Okay, lift, run. Oh! Wait, where are you going? No, yeah, kill it. Oh, dude, he needs to get back there. Wait, can he not see it? No, okay, wait. Okay, Zontan. No, he sees it. It's right there. What? Turn around! Turn around! Turn around! Oh, there we go! There we go! Okay. Alright, there's Patrick. He's being revealed, too. Killing all the Nexus. Oh, man. Got him. Bam! Those are some mind games right there. Wait, hold on. We got to get some first-person perspective in here. We have to actually get the measure. Alright. And, yeah, let's get on his camera. And he kills it off. And then he goes. Oh. Oh, man. That was good. That was really good. Alright. It's time to watch some kick-ass games. We're going to have to go through these a little faster, but whatever. This next game is going to be from two Masters level players. Hopefully my sound's still there. We got LVD Pickles up in the top left corner. And we got CG Cobean. Now this match is legit. This match is just awesome. We're going to watch 2 more excellent matches after the break, including one from Manbon. But Mr. Pickles is going to find himself in quite the pickle. Now, Pickles is our hero this game. Pickles is the it fellow. Wait a minute, my emoticons don't work. Why don't my emoticons work? My emoticons are broken. I'm just surprised I can make that face. With this new light, like my lips, like... You can see the specularities on my tongue. Look at that. I don't know what we're talking about. Either way, this game's really good. So in the top left corner, LVD Pickles gets a fast factory, instant reactory. Now, we can tell that CG Cobean is not our hero because CG Cobean is trying to expand like a bastard. Going for this fast tech lab into absolutely no use of that tech lab. A common play. Alright, here it is. Hellion's moving out. Are these the first scouts? You betcha. IVD, LVD. I hope it's LVD and it's Team Livid, so that way he's Livid Pickles. Livid Pickles moving out. Livid Pickles getting the medevac. Now this was a gray area on this Funday Monday, you know. Can we get the command center but not land it? And the answer is yes, that's fine, because I more so care about games being awesome than being like, excuse me, you didn't follow the rules exactly? Ugh, I am really upset with you, sir. This is the issue I have with so many elementary school teachers when they're like, if you turn things in late in real life, people will never give you a second chance. They will just fire you. Then you get into real life, I don't think anyone I've ever known has been on time for anything ever. You go into meetings and you're like, hey, is there any chance you like finished that huge report you had to do? And he's like, I didn't. I'll get around to it. But first, coffee break. And everyone's like, yeah, coffee break. Like, everyone gets around to doing things IRL. So, you know what, LVD Pickles, you get it, man. You get it. There's the drop. Going on in. It's time to low Econ. Banshee with cloak incoming. Livid Pickles really bringing some serious noise. The expansion. Uh-oh. No attack was able to move him from that side. But right now, Livid Pickles has already dealt some serious pickle pain. He has unleashed the anger of the pickle. He is wielding the pickle with vehement... pickle. This is the point where I just become amused by the word pickle and keep saying it because I don't know if any of you have ever had grandparents who said awesome things from another time. Like my grandpa described going out on the town and flirting with people. He called that tomcatting. And he described rough situations as pickles. Yes. Perhaps a Pat Pickle is what we really need. Oh, Patrick the Pickle. Yeah, tomfoolery. Heavens to Betsy was another common one. Uh-oh. The double-pronged attack. The double pickle. Livid Pickle unleashing the pain. And looks like he has swung all the workers into the front lines. Now keep in mind... Uh-oh. Banshee in the main. Banshee in the main. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, God. Right now, 27 workers have been killed off. His opponent is down to 6, and he's at 20. He's trying to get up a turret. But he's got to expand, because this is Funday Monday. There's the scan. And this sucks. This is the worst. Scan again. Take it out. Kite. Kite it. Kite it. Do we really want to scan a third time now? This is a pickle. In the most literal sense of the word pickle. This is actually, this situation right here is a vegetable. Literally. This is a literal pickle. I'm sure this has happened to you where you scan twice and you could scan a third time to kill the Banshee, but there's part of you emotionally that's just like, look, just I don't wanna scan anymore. I'm embarrassed that it's not dead yet. Just go home. Go home. This is just such a literal pickle. This is a type of cucumber. This is a heavily water-based vegetable at this point in time. De-pickled! He got unpickled. He is counter-pickled. So right now, CGCO Bean is trying to rebuild from his deficit. It was down to 8. Uh-oh. Oh my god, he just muled! He just muled! They're fresh mules. Alright, he's going to rebuild the Viking. He's done a counter drop in the main base. Livid Pickles was really bringing the pickle pain here. And this is a juicy workers. Get there. Don't attack the refinery. Don't attack the refinery. That's the last thing in the world you want to attack. Right there. Right there. So in the meantime, landed Vikings trying to pick it off. Does pick it off. It's a lot of stuff though. Lifting, landing, micro. Meanwhile in the main base, the workers have made themselves bait. There's a mine goes off. Gets a really good connection. He scans to pick off the mine. And now has to pull all the workers. And the reactor is not quite down. And in slow motion mode. And he kills it off. Okay. It's all up to Viking and SCV micro action. And in the meantime, we see Pickles. Dealing a little bit of damage. Micro, he's kiting, he's hurting, he's wounding. Right now it's 12 to 3. It's going to be a lot less than 3 soon. And a lot less than 11 sooner. There's the Banshee rallied to the wrong spot. Here's the 2 workers mining. And in the main base... Oh my god. 3 versus 3. It's 3 versus 4 right now. Alright. And it's gonna be... There's 3 mules. There's more mules than workers. I don't know how these players can recover, but I think the goal is for both players to get back to the same number of workers they began the game with. Banshees are slow. Banshees are slow. Oh, he just needs a couple more shots. He doesn't get them. 7 workers, it looks like. To 1. There's the Hellions popping out for Mr. Pickles. He's microing them forward and back, and he gets them. Missile turret going down. Can't even afford to build those workers. Just needs those missile turrets up. But CGCO Cool Bean. This orbital command could be lifted back up into the main base. These could be lifted up, but no. Mr. Bean plays with fire. Do you save for scan here? Do you save for scan? I don't think you do. I think you just go. I think you just mule it up. You save for scan here, and there it is, taking him out. Little Banshee bits going down. Couple of Hellions moving out. It's 5 versus 8. Target firing on the workers. Not nearly as effective. Both players are now able to build 2 workers at a time. Still building Hellions in large quantities for both players. It's Viking Banshee versus... There's going to be Viking Hellion versus Banshee Hellion. Looks like that means that Mr. Pickles is going to be losing on the ground front, winning on the air front. Unless he starts 2 punt. This worker is... He's just obeying orders, alright? Where did that right here. Yeah. I thought that was going to be a lot more interesting on the second round, but no. And it's out of scan range. Still going. No energy here. 47. 48. 49. 50. There it is. Oh, Mr. Pickles. Livid Pickles. And now with just the Hellion buildup, the only question in my eyes is when is Livid Pickles going to get ready to expand? It's the 20-minute mark is when he's going to expand. He has succeeded in making this game low econ enough. Banshee does a hook shot all the way back around. Does he have enough Hellions? Oh, Mr. Pickle wandered into the worst situation he could have hoped to wander into. Didn't even kill one Hellion, it looks like. Mines planted, though. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Will it be a counterattack from Bean? Will he counter? No. No, he's actually playing conservatively. He's actually decided, amazingly, that the death of all his workers is not of interest to him. So he's just going to continue to harass, just kind of park himself here. You know, I remember one of my friends was asking me how you stop a Banshee. Just like a Banshee. And I was like, well, you build a missile turret in the middle. And he's like, but he goes around the sides and he kills stuff. I'm like, well, yeah, you have to have a couple of Vikings perfectly positioned in association with a perfectly positioned series of missile turrets to hold it off. And he was like, dude, I'm just going to start building Banshees every game, and then I'll be the one winning. And I was like, attaboy. If you can't beat him, join him. Am I right or am I right? Banshee players and Cannon Rushes and Dark Templar builders. Once upon a time, I tried to take fast thirds in all matchups, and then I realized I could one base all in every single time. Welcome to Masters League. Now, how do you go for a Hydra Roach composition? Well, the easiest thing is to start building Mutalisks and then to never build anything but Mutalisks. But what if he builds Phoenix? Build Mutalisks. You can build some Corruptors in there, but Mutalisks. Alright. Dat logic. It's not really a logic so much as it is a statement. Zergs build Mutalisks. Zergs build them. Blue Flame coming up from Mr. Bean. He's still building a lot of Hellions. But at what cost? It looks like at the cost of 100 is the answer. Mr. Pickles. Oh my god. But he scanned. But he scanned. But he scanned. Hellions do not outrange mines. And oh yeah. Oh, Mr. Bean manages to perform that attack seconds before Blue Flame finishes. Uh-oh. Oh me. Oh my. CG Co-Bean just started to die. And his eyes, what are they doing? They will cry. And he says, he does say good game, among other things. I think my favorite graph is around 14 minutes, where the workers killed is 37 and 34, and the combined workers in the game is 12. When we come back, we will see what a Grandmaster Protoss will do when he tries to do the Funday Monday challenge.